like a ninja. You can't even see me. I'm so stealthy. You can't see me. You can't see me at all. See? This past weekend, my oldest son went to his first high school dance. Which is to say, his girlfriend asked him to take her to her first high school dance. Because apparently his first high school dance, homecoming, didn't interest him. So he skipped it. Didn't even mention it. So really I should say is my son escorted his girlfriend to her first high school dance. That's how that goes. You know, some phrases just make you feel old unintentionally. Things like, back in my day when we played video games, we had to play with controllers that were actually plugged into the thing. Or back in my day, our house had a phone number and you could just call the house. Okay. And let's not forget, back in the day, I had America Online.
He got sick of getting kicked off, so he got a second line just for the computer. But
ultimately, my son went to his first high school dance is something that makes you feel old. Luckily, we were good friends with the family of the young lady whom my son escorted to her first dance, so therefore, we made a big evening of it. We got together, we had dinner, the moms drank wine. It's the truth.
Yeah.
That's what that game is.
I don't know that.
The dads may have had some whiskey. We may have made some teenagers uncomfortable with them being watched constantly. I'm still invisible. They can't see me. Videoed and photographed. But it was fun. I'm trying to remember my last or first dance in high school, and I really can't. I mean, I can kind of remember going to the dance. I remember getting dropped off. I remember dancing or not dancing or just being awkward and weird. I remember my friends being awkward and weird. I remember getting picked up. I remember going home. And that was the first dance at homecoming at my high school. I remember prom. I drove myself. I drove myself, my date, my best friend, his girlfriend. We drove to the prom because I didn't want a limousine. Because I worked in the limousine service, so at that point, limos weren't as impressive to me. They just represented a lot of work. So I remember driving there. This is like really the first time, well, we'll say second time. This is really the first time that it's been me having to be an active participant in this one. So me and her father drove them to the dance. We watched them walk away. We made jokes about it because that's what dads do.
Alright. You know, we're rolling. A good 12 inches of distance. This wide is 18
not getting
inches.
Not getting any closer. Still not closer.
Nope. No, like 18, 20.
We came back for them later. We sat through traffic trying to get to them. We bypassed traffic trying to get to them. We made fun of them because that's what dads do.
That works.
It's just really different seeing the high school dance from, I guess, the other side. And that's been such a long time since I've been in high school, because I apparently have high school age children now. So there's that. Now things make you feel old. Back in my day, when we bought ice cream, we had to get chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry all in one container.
I wish you could.
Now, one thing that we got to keep in mind, since this is a music channel, and since I am a musician, and since I'm always thinking about music in one way, shape, or form, my ultimate question, once we got past the basics of did you talk to each other, did you dance, did you have fun, the next thing that came to my mind is, what music were they playing? Now, I think the ones that I heard, at least that night, were things like Apple Bottom Jeans, which I'm surprised they still playing, but hey, and Wobble With It, yep. I think I heard that there were some country songs that were played, but hey, this was kind of a far out place, so sure, I guess that works. It's not that I'm all that caught up on what's hot today. Most of the music I hear or see or hear about is music that comes from memes. So I'd find out about it on YouTube. If it's popular enough that someone made a meme video about it, that's probably when I'll hear about that particular song. Other than that, I'm making, my own chill, EDM, whatever type music, instrumental stuff. Fancy? What is fancy?
I'm so fancy.
I don't know any songs from over there. It was weird.
You didn't know any songs?
I didn't know any of them. Other than like Fancy and the clean version of the box.
Wait a minute. So you don't even know what's popular to music today?
I do.
Anime and shows and music, you're right. I don't.
Wait a minute, you
Digimon.
say anime shows and music are right. That's what you listen to?
Pick 'em up, yeah.
That's my boy. He's the favorite. I got to thinking about what music was popular when I would have been going to dances. And for the life of me, I can't remember what was playing at the dance. I can remember what things were happening. I can remember what music was popular during that time frame, but I really can't remember a song that was played at the dance that I was there for. Here's some trivia. Green Day's Closing Time came out the year I graduated from high school. Back in my day, we used to have to write things down on the shopping list. Hey Google, add paper towels to the shopping list. So I'm fairly sure it would have played at prom. We'll play a little game. If you can figure out what year that was, when I graduated from high school, then in the comments, tell me if that information makes you feel old or if it makes you feel young. Just let me know, because I'm just curious, based off who watches my videos, where you fall in that spectrum. One of the things I think might be interesting is to see what the set list from this year, 2020, what the set list would look like from a high school dance. That'd be interesting to have, and compare that to what would have happened when I was in high school, and then maybe even compare that to what would have been going on when, say, my mother was in high school. And then it might be fun just to put all that together and just see how eclectic or extravagant of a playlist you would actually get from mixing those three generations of music. I might do that. That could be fun. Anyway, that's the video for this week. Like, share, subscribe. Still working on my EP for March. I think we're still on track. I'm still getting some new ideas. I'm actually starting to collaborate with some other musicians, so I may have some guest players on there filling in some spots. More to come on that. I'm excited for the musical possibilities of this year. I'm excited to see what else is going on musically around the world. I'm excited just to enjoy music. Anyway, I'll see you next week.
Well, he actually remembers VHSs. Because you used to let the movies play all the way to the end, and then they would automatically rewind.
Dun dun dun. I have one of those.
That's back in your days when you was little. You would just stick a bunch of DVDs into the DVD player until it broke.
Back in my video.
You just needed the touch screen to get Netflix going. So don't even talk back in my day.
No.
Yesterday was back